Talking about jet lag, Josh Dobbs just flew into Minnesota and beat the Atlanta Falcons. Well, he flew into Minnesota and then went to Atlanta and beat the Atlanta Falcons. So let me ask you this question, and it's probably funny. Can Josh Dobbs be the future franchise QB for the Vikings?
I think, realistically, no. I think he's definitely the guy I think they're gonna ride him out though as long as they can here. Because it was like, I know they were saying that they're gonna have Nick Mullins coming back soon, and that okay, so we'll have a couple guys, and maybe Nick's been around longer on the roster, so maybe he can get the nod. Well, after what Josh did, and I think even you could go back to some moments on the Cardinals. Again, we talk about how poor the roster has been and everything, the way it's been constructed. Look, Josh was doing what he had to do out there, right? Yeah, he gets reckless. Let's acknowledge it for what it is. The man gets reckless. The man has some a little bit of crazy tendencies sometimes. But again, he's like a part-time astronaut, scientist, what a combo, and he's a part-time football player. Like, you got to take what comes with it. He's obviously a smart guy. He obviously, what he did out there is legendary. That's what we got to talk about it. Look, legendary. You talk about on the scale of legendary performances, where does this rank? The game where the man came in on no notice, not even knowing his teammates' names, not knowing the playbook, having the plays explained to him mid-play, that he was playing real-life Madden. Like Madden that you would be playing if they made a virtual simulation at like a Dave & Buster's or something. That was like the Josh Dobbs experience. He went out there and made it work. Like, how can you not respect that, though? That's incredible. And for this year, if you're a Vikings fan, does he give you a shot to go to the playoffs potentially? I would say like slim, but like it's there. It's there.
It's going to be hard to do with no run game.
If correct me if I'm wrong, if the season started today, they're in, right? The Vikings?
I believe
they're,
so.
They're either in or one game out or tied for on like a, where one team gets a tip. Double check this for me.
Yeah.
But so it's like they're right there right now. And yeah, it's not like, again, in terms of chances, not like a high chance. But if you're a Vikings fan, you're in there still swinging.
So as I look this up, let me ask you about the other side of the ball. Why does Art Smith hate good players?
So our narrative's cooking, isn't it?
Yeah, they are the 7th seed.
Oh, man. Look, our narrative's cooking, bro. And it's crazy because, again, we like Art Smith, It's funny, though, because I'm starting to realize, and I think it's what makes this suck so much, is that maybe I'm starting to realize the things we fuck with about Art Smith is also just part of the fact that he's just like, he's so serious that it's goofy. It's like all the things it's just Art Smith. But now it's like, no, we're not questioning nothing. We're questioning the decisions. We're questioning what we're seeing is transpiring. We're seeing, he hates star players, apparently.
He has
to. Was Art Smith a perennial forced six-man? Like, not the six-man that enjoys the role. Like, was he hooping in middle school, high school, and his coach was forcing him? Like, forced six-man role? Because this man hates star players. He doesn't want to give him no shine. He's trying to make everybody the six-man. This is unbelievable behavior.
I think this is what we talk about a lot with GMs, where it's like, don't try to be the smartest guy in the room. Like he said, well, it's better if teams scheme up for 3 guys opposed to 1. Yeah, but if your best players aren't consistently having the ball in their hands, you're kind of not as good of a team as you could be. I mean, that's the reality of it.
I'll use this too. How about this? Right? Hear me out. Yes, it is harder to an extent to have the game plan for a lot of guys. But I think that's more to the extent where you're just getting more guys on the field. They don't even have to be getting tons of, like Art Smith will, like, they get a lot of targets and a lot of attention. Even just bringing guys out makes you have to account for them. And here's my other piece. If you're putting tape out of the plays that you want and you want to run in the future at some point with these different guys, like, it doesn't matter that it's different guys. Like, they're still going to see the tape regardless. And then when that guy comes out, you only know you have a limited sample size on what plays that they know and run. So you're like, oh, well, that guy's out. Like, well, we know we saw him do this and this and this, and we didn't see him do this, this, and this that we saw the other guys doing. So logically, it's like, well, then we're going to have a pretty good key on what to expect. Am I wrong? I mean,
no, you're not wrong. I really don't understand. I mean, bright spot for Atlanta has been their defense, though, which is
for sure
which is nice.
Which is also what was interesting about this game, that they let the Vikings cook them up the way they did.